Apex Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below. Good evening everybody and welcome along once again to Apex Online Racing. This is the first round of Season 19 for Xbox One F1. We are here at the Sakir International Circuit for the Bahrain Grand Prix, first built in December 2002, and it took $150 million to construct this very circuit. One interesting fact though, that it almost did not make the 2004 calendar, and it completed just in time where we witnessed Michael Schumacher taking the win. It's raced here 15 times and it first became a night race back in 2014 to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the Bahrain Grand Prix in real life. We've seen some epic duels, in particular one with Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, and what a great fight that was. Let's have a look at the track. 5.4 kilometers long, 15 turns with 6 to the left and 9 to the right. We have 3 DRS zones around Bahrain, one at the start finish straight, one after turn 3 and one of the double left-handers of turn 10 and 11, which is the corner I would expect drivers to find really tricky here today. Pedro de la Rosa back in 2005 set the race lap record with a 1:31.447. So for those of you that don't know, for each race this season it will be a 50% race consisting of an 18-minute qualifying session to decide the grid and 29 racing laps at a race distance of approximately 154 kilometers. 3 compounded tyres used for today's race, the softs which is the C3s, the mediums which is the C2s, and the C1s, that is the hards. Mediums being 6/10 slower than the softs per lap, with the hards 1.2 seconds slower. And strategy will definitely play a big factor in this race today, and who knows, we may have some safety cars into the mix as well. My name is Jess and I'll be one of your commentators for Xbox One F1 this season, and I'm really delighted that AOR has asked me back to cover the top tier of Xbox One. I have a brand new commentator joining me for this season. His name is Dicer46. Unfortunately he can't make it today, but he will be joining me from round 2 onwards in Spa next week, which is going to be very, very exciting. We have got a mixture of drivers on the grid, some from F1 last season, some from F3, and we got one driver who's all the way from the assist league as well, so they're making the jump from using a lot of assists to no assists at all. So we are about to get the driver lineup right now, so here we go then. So these are the first 10 drivers who will be racing this season. We have got, in the Mercedes, we have got Jam Pancakes 44 who raced in F1 last season, and now we've got the Humperdinck who raced in F3, and he is bold because he was the season 18 champion for F3, so a big jump to F1, but hopefully he can handle the pressure. We've got EVR Christo, and for the rest of the season he'll be Shazoo Christo because he's moved to Team Shazoo, so well done to him. He's a new driver along with MNT Tribon, both in the Ferrari. In the Red Bull we have FCT Raven and Connor Eddy, and they were both from F3 last year. In the Racing Point we have Flying Rosie. He was in F1 last year. We have a new driver joining him with BMG Clenzo, that's it. In the Williams we have ESR Amaze. He was F1 last year, the Scotsman as Andy liked to call him, and we have a new driver of CCRL Lefted. I think that's how you say it. I do apologise if I get that wrong. Let's have a look at the other 10 drivers. We have SSR Bobbets in the Renault and LGS 469 as well in the Renault, and they're both from F1 last season. We got Pietro Matto in the Toro Rosso. He debuted in Abu Dhabi last season and he is back for the whole season, this time of Season 19, so really privileged to have him on board. And we have someone from the Assist League in the Toro Rosso. We have XR Lynx, and he was the Assist League 1 champion, so a big jump from him, and let's see if he could match up with the top boys later on. In the Haas, we've got Adam Dude, who was in F1 last season, and we've got a new driver joining him, which is VSR Ewan. In the McLaren, we have got Catherine, who was in F1 since Japan last season, and we've got a returning driver of VSR Antoine, so good to have him on board again. And finally, we only have 19 drivers in this tier. Our final driver is Alphaba. He is in the Alfa Romeo. So, without further ado, guys, we are going to get started with qualifying. So, let me just get the tyres up and the track map, because I know you guys wanted that. And I didn't get the tyres up. That's not a very good start to the stream, is it, Jess? So, don't forget you can get involved in the chat and also on Twitter by using the hashtag AORHype if you want to get involved and cheer for your favourite drivers. It's good to see a lot of you in the chat already. So the fastest lap time at the moment is set by VSRU with a 128.178, and that's a pretty good lap on the hards compounded tyres. Everyone is on the hards just so they could get a bit of a feel for it all, and then they'll probably go on to the medium. Strategy is most likely going to be mediums to hards. In most tiers, I've seen a lot of people go for the mediums. Hardly anyone is using the softs, to be honest. But we have seen a few times in Xbox One where some people have gone for the gamble and went for the softs. So I wonder if we will see that happen so far. So no matter what, we are going to have a brand new champion, because Veloce Surprise is not racing this season. So we'll have a brand new F1 champion crowned at the end of it. Let's see who is going to be dominating F1 this season. And let me know your predictions in the chat on who you think is going to win. Now, I need to find someone that is doing a hot lap. I think LG... No, he's not. He's about to go on his in lap. Adam Dude. Nope, he's going... So I think I'll do that towards the end, because I think there was a lot of people... because I was talking through that intro whilst everyone was setting their first lap, so there was no point in me doing some hot laps. Now, if you're watching the other tiers today, there was some massive DRS train in PS4, I remember, which went on for a very long time. It was very, very close and absolutely fantastic to watch. And if you haven't seen the PS4 race, make sure you do check that out after the stream. It was absolutely brilliant, and the pole time was brilliant as well. I think it's a 126.7 was the pole time for PS4. I didn't catch what the pole time is for the top tier PC, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. So Adam Dude has just set his lap of 129.014. We got quite a few people on their out laps. There we go. We can actually follow someone on the lap. That is brilliant, isn't it? There we go. So usually I have the caveat of following someone who invalidates. So hopefully, Rosie, you won't be the one that does that. Okay, so you go towards the start, finish straight. The arrival to turn 1 is the fastest spot on the track. You'll be travelling at nearly 210 miles per hour. Braking here is tricky, so you brake just between the 150 and 100 metre boards. Now you're going to go to turn 2 and 3. Be brave through the kink and go flat out over the edge of the inside curb. And then turn 3, it's a DRS straight here. And he's using ERS mode 2 at the moment, which is interesting, so I'm guessing it's on his in lap. And he's going to go towards turn 5. Turn 6 and turn 7, and it kind of reminds me of Japan S's section. Be careful under braking here. You're now going to go just a little bit to the right hand side as well. He's got a bit of traffic in front as well, so you might get a little bit of a tow from the Toro Rosso. And you just gone past a very tricky turn 10 and 11, which everybody almost gets wrong. But he does it with ease as he fixes ERS to perfection. There's a yellow flag that's just gone just past him, but luckily he has moved out the way. So now he goes, I can't remember what turn it is actually. I think it's towards turn 13, I'm not entirely sure, but you're going for the start of sector 3 anyway. He went just a little bit wide there, so probably not the best of lap times as he goes through the very long straight here. Pietro moves out the way, so which is good news. As he goes towards the final corner, it's not going to be a fast lap time from him, but it's going to be a 129.059, which puts him in P13. And for the first time, there was no invalidation, so that was good luck. That was a great start to the season by doing that. I'm pretty proud of myself. So we have got a few predictions in the chat already on who people think are going to win the title. So we have got Jack has predicted Ewan and Antoine for the top 2 in the championship. That is not a bad prediction, I must say, because currently they were the top 2, but Humperdinck has gone into P2. Now, don't forget, Humperdinck was the F3 champion last season, and he's gone into the Mercedes, so he's got a point to prove, really, because, you know, I remember the F3 title was very, very close last season between that 212 and Humperdinck himself, and I think it got to Brazil or USA. I think it was either USA or Brazil where the championship got decided, and he kept his cool and did very well. He had a shaky start of the season, but then towards the latter half was where he shined, and all in all, that's what helped him win the F3 title. He's on 4 lap old hards though, so interesting. So I'll just go on to best a minute. So everyone set their laps on the hards, their best laps at the moment. Don't forget, the top 10 will have to start their qualifying lap on the tyre that they set their fastest lap on. So if they qualify on the softs, they will have to start on the softs. Whereas the bottom half, they will be able to start on whatever tyre that they want to. Now, we got Ewan that's opted to fit for the mediums quite early on, actually, which is to be expected. I'm trying to find that Lynx guy. Oh, Lynx has done quite well. Lynx in P2, I mean, considering he was running assist last season, and he's now in P2 at the moment, that is pretty darn impressive from the Toro Rosso driver. A 127.9 on the hards is pretty good. He's only 2 tenths behind Jam Pancakes in a Mercedes on pole at the moment. So, you know, to be fair, I underestimated Lynx because I was like, yeah, he's an assist driver. He was an assist driver. But I'm probably not going to underestimate him from then on. So, you know, there we go. So, with most of these drivers, I think half of these drivers have had no experience in competing in the F1 tier. Quite a lot of the Xbox One drivers, such as Leopard, Surprise, Infamous, they moved over to PC. So, the top guys that you would expect to compete in Xbox have moved over to PC. But this gives people in this tier a chance to really fight for glory in Xbox One and see if they could become the best of the best here. Now, I'm going to get my prediction in. There's only a few cars on track. So, I'm going to get my predictions in right now. So, it's quite difficult because I haven't seen many of these guys dominate a field before. So, it's going to be a completely clean slate for all of these drivers. So, I'm going to predict... I'm going to predict Jam Pancakes on pole, Antoine in P2, and Ewan P3. That's going to be my prediction for qualifying. That's completely out the dark, completely random. And as you can see, Raven has invalidated his lap, so that is not a good thing. And we got 5 minutes of the session left to go. And one thing that the drivers will not need to worry about is rain. It doesn't rain in Bahrain at all in this game, and if it does, it's once in a blue moon. So the drivers have been practicing for the dries all the time, and that should be interesting. So I have asked a few drivers to give me a weather report each race, but I've told them not to do it for this race because we probably won't be expecting rain. So from next week onwards, they'll give me a clear indication of what we could expect for the weather. So Ewan in the Haas, he is about to start his lap time. We've got Shazoo Christo. He's on his out lap at the moment as well. Oh my word. I thought he went off then. That was crazy. That was crazy there. But I'm guessing he just wants to get across the track as quick as he can in order to set a lap time. But I'm not sure if the next lap gets invalidated. I don't think it does. So, to be fair, count himself lucky for that one. Dearie me. But anyway, Christo doing quite well in P7. So let me just get the gaps quickly for the leader. At the moment, the top 10 separated by 1 second. And we got quite a big mixture at the moment. And the nearest F1 driver last season, he's only in P8. So I was expecting the F1 drivers to really show off the F2 drivers today, but they haven't. Or the F3 drivers, and they haven't. So I'm quite shocked, to be fair. Actually, no, Jam Pancakes, he was in F1 last season. Sorry, but he didn't race in much F1 races last season. That's probably why. Correct me. Sorry, guys. But yeah, if you just joined us, welcome. There's a few of you that just joined us from the other tiers as well. Let us know how your races have gone if you have raced in Bahrain tonight. Has it been good? Has it been bad? No matter what, we'd like to hear your thoughts as well. So good to have you on board. And it's the last race of the evening for European side of things. Not sure if there's an American stream. There might be a PS4 one. But I'll find out sooner or later. Everyone has opted for the medium compounded tyres now. No one has opted for the softs. So that is where the top 10 will be opting at the moment, unless they can't go fast on those mediums. But we've seen in the other tiers tonight that the hards on this track is actually not that bad as a race tyre. In particular towards the end of the Grand Prix, we've seen drivers in Xbox who have set faster lap times than people on the softs. We've seen like New Zealand Ryan set a good lap time as well, and we kind of joked about it, that how on earth did he do that, but to be honest I wasn't that shocked that he did that. So I wonder if we'll see exactly the same here today. We'll find out, as Clenzo has gone fastest in the pink Mercedes with a 127.672, and Christo has gone even closer to him, a 35 thousandths quicker. The times are starting to wrap up. It is the calm before the storm, as some people would like to say, and the track is starting to evolve. Now, there was a few people saying that they might do two-stop, but looking at the tyre choices that people have decided, looks like quite a lot of people will be doing the one-stop. In most races I've commentated on Xbox, no one has done the two-stop. Quite a lot of people have done the one-stop, so yeah. Absolutely crazy. And Bobbers has just gone fastest. We're starting to see time separate a lot of people on the mediums. So we won't see everyone's true pace until the checkered flag falls. And the good thing is, we have a track map. We can see who's going to cross the line first and who's going to be the last to cross the line where the checkered flag begins to drop. That's what I like. It's great. And Antoine has gone fastest with a 127.3. Don't forget, he is not that far off 127.0, so he's got a few more lap times to get into the possibly 126. We'll have to wait and see. So at the moment, we've got two Renault-powered engines in P1 and 2. We've got two Mercedes-powered engines, P3 and 4, and then we've got a Ferrari P5, and I can't remember, Red Bull-powered in P6, and Jam Pancakes in P7. He's dropped down to P7, but surely he can find some time sooner or later. But look at that! Jam Pancakes, he's gone purple in Sector 2. He is really umping the umpty at the moment. I wonder if he could be the fastest lap time overall. Let's follow him for the rest of the lap as he goes through the final corner. A very long run to the start-finish straight here. He's going to get the DRS. He does that to perfection. And he does it at 127.125 for the Mercedes driver. And I thought he was going to have a go again, and he hasn't. And well done to him. I mean, that was quick. That was quick. Let's see who else is going to cross the line. We've got a Renault that's crossing the line as well. And we've got a Williams and a Mercedes. And we've got McLaren as well. Which McLaren is it? As Pietro, unfortunately, decides to retire. Antoine has gone into the pit, so he decided that he can't go any faster. We have got LGS. The checker flag has dropped. LGS is going to be the first person to reach the checker flag then. In the banana cars, there's a little bit of weaving there. That might not be the best, but we'll see. It's going to be a 127.5, which puts him in P3. What's next? There is a racing point. Which racing point is it? Oh, has someone's gone off? It is not. And we've got a Raven. He's gone into P11. And we've got a Ferrari, a Cristo. He's coming towards the final corner. And Mays has retired from the session. And what can the Ferrari do? Here he comes. It is a 127.5 for him. What about Lynx? Lynx is P5 for now. We got two of the Hasses. We got one of the Hasses giving a tow. Then that's really going to help. Let me just follow Ewan. I think Lefted was giving a tow on Ewan, so we'll see. Can he clinch pole at the very last second? Oh, no he can't. He's P2, 97 thousandths slower than Jam Pancakes. Bobbits, he's not going to do any better. What about the F3 champion? What can he do? I think he's going to be the last person to cross the line. No, he can't. He's only on the 131. So on pole position by 97 thousandths of a second is Jam Pancakes. 127.1. So we didn't get anyone into the 126s. But still, times are pretty close. Everyone in the top 17 separated by just 1 second. That is absolutely crazy. If that's what it's going to be like for the rest of the season, oh my god, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. So, yeah. So we're about to get the standings up for you pretty soon. And here we go. So Jam Pancakes on pole. We've got an all-French second row in with Antoine and Christo. But we've got Ewan in P2, Antoine P3, Christo in P4. LGS, another Scotsman in 5th. Lynx, P6. Really good qualifying results from him. Nice to see a lot of the new drivers really stepping up to the mark here today. We've got Bobbers in P7, Left in P8, Humperdinck in 9th, Clenzo in P10, Amaze P11, Pytro in 12th, Alamdu P13, Flying Rosie 14th, Raven 15th, Triborn in 16th, and Connor Eddy is your last person to qualify. And before we go to the main race action, here's a quick word from our sponsor, Hype Energy. Welcome to the grid then. The drivers are about to ready up for the start of season 19. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this moment since the end of season 18. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. New drivers, new lineup, new season. This should be an absolute classic. And the tiers tonight were absolutely brilliant. Hopefully Xbox One will live up to its expectations as well. So we've got Jam Pancakes, who starts on pole position with Ewan alongside him. It'll be interesting to see what a start Jam Pancakes can do, because all the top 10 will be starting on the medium compounded tyres. So for those of you that missed the start and want to know the strategy, it is most likely going to be mediums to hards or hards to mediums will be the driver's choice of strategy today, unless there will be safety cars involved. Hopefully it won't be utter end to what we've seen last season in Abu Dhabi, but we only got virtual safety cars in Oceania this morning, so you know, only virtual safety cars, not full safety cars. But I am not jinxing anything here, so but there we go. So let's go through the tyres actually from people outside the top 10. So let me skip to them. So we got T10 Amaze. He is on the hard compounded tyres. Pietro Matto is on the mediums. Adam Dude on the mediums. Flying Rosie on the hards. FCT Raven on the mediums. Tribon on the mediums. And Connor Eddy on the mediums. So only 2 people are opting for the alternate strategy today. And not a good tyre to start on, but when the medium tyre people start to drop out, this could get interesting. Hopefully those guys do not bottle it as well. I can't wait. I hope you're all excited in the chat. I'm going to get my predictions for pole. I still think Jam Pancakes is going to take the win. I think he's got phenomenal pace. I mean, he's been practicing and it's showing. So I think he's going to take the win today. So there we go. And we got Dicer in the chat. Nice to see you, Dicer. For those of you that don't know, Dicer will be joining me in the commentary box from round 2 onwards. he can't make it tonight. He had other things on, but great to see him supporting in the chat anyway to keep up to date after what he was doing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to him. And it'll be his first AOR comms as well, so be nice to him. Be nice to him next week. So, the first race of Season 19 is about to begin. We're waiting for the last few drivers to go onto the grid. We got Connor Eddy, who's going to be the last person to cross, to go into his grid. The 5 red lights are coming on your screen right now. The engines are revving. 5 red lights, and we are underway. And Jam Pancakes has got to a very good start across the line. It was almost like a Bottas type start as well. Ewan got a great start as well, but we got the Ferrari of Cristo trying to go around the outside as well as the Toro Rosso as well. All argy-bargy going through turn 1 already. Let's see if everybody makes it through cleanly at the moment. Connor Eddy has already made up 1 position off the start. No front wing sheds at the moment, so that is very good news for the teams. And we got T10 and Maze trying to go around the inside into turn 5 then of LGS. LGS on the defence then into P8. He's right on the back of him at the moment. Let's see if this could play well into his favour then. As a bit of a lock-up from LGS. So midfield battles is what is going to probably help these guys as well. Because we've seen midfield battles in every tier today. So we might see the same today. Jam Pancakes already pulling away to Ewan. 6 tenths already. He was almost a second of those guys. And Lefty's got past Tribon as well. So let's see what other battles we've got on board. We got Lynx on Humperdinck. Humperdinck has had a good start. Humperdinck's up to P6. It's a brilliant job from him. I mean, he avoided everyone going off at the start, and he's capitalised on it. So well done to the Mercedes driver. I mean, what could you expect? He's a champion at the end of the day, but he's an F3 champion or an F1 champion, so he's got a point to prove. Clenzo and Amaze, they're going side by side into the final corner. Clenzo gets position on the Maze. We've got Adam Dude as well. They're going side by side into the start finish straight. Adam Dude, he's going to get to the right hand side. And Maze is going to defend to the inside. Let's see what they could do. Adam, they're each leaving enough space as they possibly can. Oh my god, this is intense. Amaze just about gets the job done. Amaze up into P10. Really well done from Amaze, even though he's on the hard compounded tyres. And let's jump back to the front of the field with Ewan on the back of Jam Pancakes. He's catching. He's found a few attempts in that sector to try and go quicker than him. In the next lap, he's going to benefit from the DRS. So that's really going to help him. But if Jam Pancakes goes in P2, he's going to benefit from ERS. So, but we have seen the DRS is so much more powerful in this track than Monza, because in Monza, the DRS trains kind of hinder you, whereas this track, the DRS trains kind of help you. So, you know, this could really help you in here. And Antoine Bobbers has got a good start as well in P4. Look at him. I think he'll start in near dead last, and now he's 4th. So that's pretty good from him. I'll get the positions gained pretty soon as well. And he's dropped in DRS at the moment. The DRS trains will start to emerge pretty soon. And we've got Adam Dude. He's going to fight on a Maze once again. It's going to be round 2 of this epic battle between the 2 F1 drivers from last season. And let's see if the Maze can hold on to the line once again. Yes, he does. But can Adam Dude choose to go on a different line? This time he goes to the outside. Let's see if he can hold on them. Can the Maze get the switchback? He's going to try at least. And let's see who's going to have DRS. Adam Dude is going to get the DRS then into turn 4. This is where we can see it powerful. And Adam Dude backs off at the moment. But my oh my, this is really good stuff at the midfield. I was not expecting this. Brilliant job there. All ever so close. And only driver that's had a trouble start at the moment is Lefty. He's all the way down in last place. What a shame from him. What a horrible start. So he is going on to the hard compounded tyres. And speaking of positions, I'm going to get the positions gained so far. So we've got quite a few people that have gained 3 positions. Bobberts, Humperdinck and Triborn. Special mentions for those. Adam Dude has gained 2 places. We've got Amaze and Clenzo has gained 1. Raven has gained 1. And Connor Eddy has gained 2 places off the start. So for those of you that don't know, there's quite a few of you that watch my streams in other leagues as well, and I'm going to introduce it here since I'm commentating for the whole season, and Jam Pancakes has set the fastest lap so far. So we are going to be introducing the Supercharger War, which means the person that's gained the most positions by the end of lap 3 or 4, depending on if anyone's tied on positions or not, they will win the Supercharger Award. What do they get? Nothing. They just get pride that they gained the most position after the end of a couple of laps. So, oh, what has happened? We got yellow flag in sector 1. That was, oh, okay, I was not expecting that. I mean, but we still got an epic Titanic battle between Amaze and Adam. Dude, oh my god, look at this. We've got Pietro coming in as well. Amaze is going to try and get with turn 5 and 6. Oh, this might not end well. But if this doesn't, this could be amazing. Adam, dude, what a move. I mean, that was insane. Well done to Adam, dude. He's going to move out of that, and he's up into the points-paying positions. Well done to the Haas driver. Can Amaze come back? He's going to get a DRS, and Pietro is going to get the DRS as well right behind. But he's a little bit too further back to gain a position on that, unfortunately. Meanwhile, LGS is catching up onto Lynx ahead at the moment. He was 1 tenth a second ago due to DRS. Now he's 2 tenths. But I don't think he's going to try it for a move yet, but he could try and move on this back straight. Then we'll have to find out if he does or not, as Lynx is having a little bit of lag issues. I don't know if it's a case for the drivers. I hope not. It might just be a case of what's happening my end as Lynx goes to the pit. So I wonder if Lynx has had damage. I think he has. Not entirely sure. I will double check that. I'll be following Lynx, but there's some more battles coming on, so I'll follow those. So let's just quickly do that. Yes, it is a front wing change for Lynx. So that is unfortunate. What a good start from Lynx, and then he drops it, which was a bit of a shame. Top 3 starting to break away from the rest of the field as well, which is great to see. And it's nice to see that the new drivers of Ewan and Antoine really starting to put a face in this league. Christo, also one of the new drivers, doing an absolutely fantastic job in P5 as well, chasing down Bobbitt as well. We also got the McLaren not too far behind as well. Let's see what Christo could do behind as well. Again, he's a bit too further back to do something about it, so he's going to wait for the next DRS straight. So potentially people will pit towards about the lap between lap 9 to 12 is where we'll expect the guys on the medium compounded tyres to pit. We did see people get a puncher in lap 12 and 13, so if they don't get their pit stop strategy right, it could really cost them some time. So we need to watch out for those guys. Now, Pietro in P11 is looking very feisty behind Amaze. Amaze has dropped back a little bit from Adam Dude. Adam Dude is looking extremely fast. Pietro on the medium tyres, Amaze on the hards. Pietro's going to go to the outside, and he does it with ease. The Delta just made the difference there, but we will see a drop in the medium tyres soon, so maybe this is where Amaze can come back. He's going to try it at least. He's got a DRS. He's going to get the left-hand side of the track. Can he do it? Pietro defends to the right-hand side, and it really has helped Pietro in the Toro Rosso there. And he retains P10 for now. But to be honest, Amaze has been involved in battles pretty much left, right and centre for the whole of this Grand Prix. I mean, to be fair, you want to be involved in battles for the whole time, and that's what Amaze is doing. So I wonder, Amaze might have mixed feelings, I don't know. But again, we will have to find out pretty soon. So we are keeping our fingers crossed on that. Jam Pancakes, 2.2 seconds. He is absolutely flying right now. He just shows that he means business, and he could be a championship contender. Hopefully my prediction doesn't falter on this one. And just Clenzo on LGSN. Clenzo is another driver that's done well tonight. He's gained 2 positions already. Let me just get the tyres up for you. As Clenzo, he's going to get the run. He's got a very good run, actually, into turn number 1. And there's been no defense from LGS there. Clenzo did a Hulkenberg. See you later. There we go. LGS, brilliant stuff from him. He's up into P8 already. So, that's another position gained. So, the person that's gained the most positions is going to be joint between Adam Dude and Tribon. So, they get the Supercharge Award for this week. So, well done to them. I almost forgot to count at the lap at the end of the lap 5 again. But never mind. I will remember next week. I'm sure my co-commentator will help me remember. It's hard to do this by myself. But this is going so well. I'm almost out of breath because there's so many battles going on. Lap after lap after lap. Right, what can LGS do in the DRS straight? Is he going to attack? No, he is not. I'm quite surprised, actually, because he's got plenty of ERS to play with. I'm guessing he wasn't that confident enough to give the space that he needs to try and go for the move. Let's see what Clenzo's ERS is. ERS is on 63%. So there we go, as he's gained 3 positions. LGS could have had a much better start. He's dropped down 3 positions, but he is still in the points and he's still battling. So I'm sure he can really start to come back from this. And Clenzo would want to be ahead of LGS. I mean, this will be crazy. We've got our first time penalty of the session with VSR Ewan with a 3-second time penalty. So that will be added to the end of the race, which is not what he wants. It can make a difference to a few positions, actually. So we'll have to find out sooner or later. We are going to the potential stages then of the pit stop, the first stint. And let me know your thoughts in the chat. Would you prefer to go for the undercut or would you prefer to go for the overcut? So would you prefer to pit first before your rivals or after your rivals? If you're so far in front of the next car, you have a choice. Jam Pancakes, he can pit now, and it doesn't matter. As long, well, ideally if I was Jam Pancakes, I would pit now. Because if you wouldn't, then your rivals in P2, P3, and P4 will start to catch up on you pretty fast. So, I don't know if he's watching, but that's what I would do if I was in Pancake's position. And so he's got a couple more laps to do it, so he's not going to go to the pits as of yet. Not much battles happening at the moment. It's starting to get to a quiet phase, but we are starting to see Adam Dude getting on into the fight once again. Then he's got the DRS. LGS has got the DRS as well. Can these lots start to fight pretty soon? For some reason, Clenzo was in AI mode, but oh well. Let's see what Adam Dude can do. No, he backs off a little bit, but LGS is not. LGS has got to get a move on because Adam Dude is right behind him. I think that's what helping LGS because he knows that someone is on the attack as well. LGS is defending to the right hand side. He goes, but Adam Dude has decided nope, he's not gonna chance it yet, which is fair enough for him. But he's just still right on the back of him. I mean, in the next DRS straight, he could really start to pull well on this. Scuderia says the tyres warm up quickly on this game, so undercut. I wonder here. I think this could work. I mean, if I was these drivers, I would probably pit first and do the undercut. So, to be honest, you might be right, but there may be some people in the chat that might be going for the undercut, the overcut. Now, meanwhile, let's jump to the midpoint of the midfield. FCT Raven. He's had a good start. 3 positions he's gained in 12th place. He's right on the back of one of the new drivers, Tribon, or Tribion. I can't say. I think it's Tribon. I think. I will get these names right eventually. For those of you that know me well, if I'm commentating on a league for the first time, or if I'm commentating on drivers for the first time, I am absolutely rubbish at pronouncing names. So, Antoine and Ewan, they're going into the pits. They're going for the undercut. They want to try and get rid of that 3-second deficit by pitting now. Jam Pancakes deciding not to, which I think I was quite surprised with. But let's see, Raven and Tribal, they're going side by side into turn 1 once again. Connor Eddy getting a penalty, but let's not worry. about that. They're still going side by side, and the run to turn 4 in the DRS straight. Can Raven go on the inside into turn 4? Yes, he does. There he goes. That's another position gained from the Toro Rosso driver, and the Toro Rosso driver is up into P9. I mean, brilliant stuff from both the Red Bull and the Ferrari driver. I mean, they may want more points than that, but to be honest, it is the first race of the season, and you can improve race on race, but it's only a 12 race calendar. It's a very short calendar, and you know, there's literally no room for error. If you mess up in a couple of races, then your chance of getting the championship might be minuscule. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe some people like the pressure right now, so we'll have to wait and see as it develops. Now, let's look at what tyres Ewan and Antoine have opted to go on. They are both on the hard compounded tyres. And we've got SSR Bobertson. He is going into the pits then. He is going on to the hards as well. The first of the Renault drivers to pit. And a swift change for the Renault driver. And we've got one of the Hasses pitting. That's Adam Dude. And his pit crew weren't ready. Well, it might have been a double stack. I don't know. Nope. It was just the game having a hissy fit on me. But there we go. Adam Dude now on the hard compounded tyres as well. These guys are going to be incredibly fast now for the latter stages of this race. So do watch out for them as everyone goes onto the hard compounded tyres. Look at this. Pietro and Amaze, they're going all for it. Once again, Pietro got the move done in one of the trickiest of corners on the circuit. My oh my, Pietro, take a bow. I probably butchered his name, but there we go. As he's now going to go into the tricky turn 10 and into turn 11 then. So let's see what Amaze can do. He's on 4th ERS mode, but he's just backed off because he's a little bit too further back from Pietro to make the move, and he didn't want to waste ERS, which is fair enough. So, in particular, Amaze might go into this. We've got Pietro, we've got Amaze, and we've got LGS as well in this as well. So, watch out for these guys. But the medium tyres will start to drop up around about now. So, these medium guys are not going to start to pit. It's going to be worrying. Jam Pancakes is in the pit. I think he's going to be comfortably in the race lead, which I think will work very well for him. And obviously, since double stacking doesn't work very well in this game, his teammate Humperdinck will be forced to stay out. Let's see if he can go ahead of... Oh, he's ahead of... he's just ahead of FCT Raven. And let's look at the gap between Jam Pancakes and Ewan. It's about 3 seconds. So, it is around about the same gap as they were before the pit stops. So, I mean... To be honest, Jam Pancakes could pit whenever he wanted and he will still come up in front. But he's going to be on fresher tyres as well. So, at the moment, touch wood, he is still looking on course to take this win. And I'm touching wood because I usually say that and usually they go into a wall. So, hopefully that doesn't happen to Jam Pancakes. So, Jam Pancakes has now got to survive this traffic, and so is Ewan and Antoine as well, and so is Bobbert, Christo, and Clenzo. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there with these guys. As I find traffic around here in Bahrain quite tricky, but especially if you're trying to battle someone whilst you're trying to let someone else through who's on a different strategy than you that just pitted. It's quite tricky, but you know, if I was battling with someone for a race position, I would keep battling. I won't lose a place, because otherwise the one who's taking advantage will take the advantage. So, you know, I would only let the person who's on a different strategy through if I was, you know, not racing them. So, and Flying Rosie is having some internet issues. So he's ghosting, and LGS is now up into 12th place. We got Humperdinck in a P9 then, so let's see where he comes out of. Oh, he's going to be ever so close on the racing point. Oh, Clenzo then. Let's see. Clenzo just about holds on, but Humperdinck is going to get the DRS into turn 2 and 3. Let's see what he could do. Humperdinck is not choosing to do the DRS at the moment, or maybe he's lost DRS. Not entirely sure, but look at Adam, dude. I mean, he is coming back like there's no tomorrow right here at the moment. So, you know, I mean, this is sensational stuff from all three of those drivers. I mean, Humperdinck nailed that pit stop to perfection. If Humperdinck keeps that up, this could really help Mercedes in the Constructors' Championship. As we are pretty much almost at the halfway mark of this Grand Prix. As at the moment, Pietro is leading on track, but Jam Pancakes is your net race leader at the moment, with TMA's in P2 on track, and Ewan is a net P2 at the moment. It might depend on penalties. The last of the medium runners is pitting, and that is Pietro Mato, and he is going on to the medium compounded tyres. Hard compounded tyres. Ooh. That's interesting. Raven has got a 5-second stop go for speeding in the pit lane. To be fair, I find the pit entry quite difficult to negotiate around here. It's just very, very short. So you've got to slow down just at the right time. And I don't think they've done that. So let's jump back to the midfield then. Well, actually not the midfield, the front battle. Bobbers is, Antoine was trying to defend from Bobbers. Fair play to Bobbers. Bobbers is having a trouble-free race. I mean, usually he's a man who goes for the gamble strategy, goes on the softs and then qualifies pole. But he is learning from his mistakes from last season, and he's doing really, really well. I mean, he's liking the pressure of being one of the few F1 drivers from last season on the grid. I mean, he must be enjoying life at the moment. It's great, and I think that's really going to help him cement his place in the league. I mean, you know, he did well in the last few races of the season as well. He got some decent amount of points there as well. So that is good news, and we'll have to wait and see. You know, it'll be nice if Bobbers could get some podiums as well this season. I mean, he deserves it. He's worked. You can tell he's another one of those types of drivers who practices really, really hard. And he's going to be one of those drivers who's going to get the DRS open. Yes, he does. He does it very quickly. Raven with a 3-second time penalty. But enough about that at the moment. Antoine going onto the pit exit there to cover Bobbers off. That worked out well for him. But Bobbers is right on the back of Antoine right now. Let's see if Bobbers can take advantage as he goes to the right hand side. Can Antoine defend to the inside? He's going to try at least. Bobbers now goes to the inside. And there he goes. Oh, this is so close. They're still fighting in the S section. My, oh my, look at these two. There's a lot of people fighting in this S section tonight. I can't believe it. This is great stuff from these F1 drivers tonight. Antoine just about holds on to SSR Bobbers. But this is all where it all counts now for SSR Bobbers. The next DRS straight. Can we see Bobbers really put the hammer down on VSR Antoine? Let's find out. He's got enough ERS to play with. No, not at the moment. So, very well played from Antoine. I mean, he needs to really stay clear of Bobbers, because at the moment, Bobbers is ahead of Antoine, because I don't think Bobbers has any penalties. Whereas Antoine does have a 3-second penalty. So, Bobbers is really going to be on the advantage anyway. That's probably why he wasn't fighting that hard towards the DRS straight. And Jam Pancakes has just set the fastest lap on the hard compounded tyres at the moment. So it just goes to show how fast he is right now. But here we go. Bobbers going once again on Antoine. But this time he gets the move done. Brilliant job from Bobbers. I mean, he made it look easy. But can Antoine saying no thank you, see you later? I don't think he's going to have a go this corner, but he could have a go in the next couple of corners. I mean, he had to back off that move, didn't he? But Bobbers, that straight line speed was amazing. I mean, probably his setup was more geared to straight line speed. I don't know. Or maybe both of their setups are equal. We'll have to wait and see. This is Antoine's chance then. I mean, this is great stuff from the pair of them. As we are halfway into this race. Antoine's got the DRS. He hasn't got enough to last, so he's got to get that move quick if he wants to get the move, but he doesn't quite get the move done. Meanwhile, we got a massive DRS train up behind. We've got Adam Dude, Humperdinck, and Clenzo all involved. I mean, this is sensational stuff. We'll try and watch on board with these guys to see if they can keep this up for the rest of this race then. I mean, this is what I like in most of these races. The midfield DRS trains are what makes it so exciting in a way. And I think I remember one race in real life where there was no DRS. I can't remember which one it was. It might be Bahrain actually. Not sure. And that was still a fantastic race because the amount of speed that they got. If someone could remind me what race that was where they had a DRS issue, the race control, that would be amazing. So quite a few people have gone into the pit from their hard compounded tyres, and they will be switching to the mediums. We've got T10 Amazed on the mediums, and Lynx has gone from the mediums to hard. So Lynx has played a gamble, and it's actually no, because he had to pit quite early due to his front wing change. So he went on to the mediums again, and then he is going on to the hards until the end of this race. So yes, because obviously you have to use at least one other different compound for the race. You can't just do medium. You have to go on either the hards or the softs. Otherwise you will get disqualified. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. No signs of budging between these three guys at the moment. So we'll have to find out soon. Antoine's still holding steady behind Bobbers though. But all this battling behind, this is allowing Jam Pancakes to really hold on to his lead. It's 6 seconds. Just look at him. 1:30.3. He's already pulling off fastest laps left, right and centre, that guy. Now 7 seconds behind. 7 seconds clear. Absolutely amazing. I wasn't expecting him to be that dominant. I mean, great stuff from him. But the other Mercedes driver is also doing very well. He's going to be on the fight for 6th place then on Clenzo. Again, he backed off there. But I think he's going to have the better chance here. I can sense it. I can feel it. He's going to get a better entry into the DRS straight into turn 4. Nope, I think he said enough is enough. He wants to try again very, very soon. And AOR Charlie says, Jess is the GOAT. Oh, thank you, Charlie, mate. But I'm sure there's other GOATs in the commentary box as well, not just me. So, you know, as we're pretty much almost 10 laps to go of this race, but anything could happen. We have seen surprises in this Xbox One tier quite a few times. I've seen quite a lot in my times I've commentated and filled in this season. Well, no, last season and the season before, because I remember last season I filled in for quite a few. The season before I filled in for quite a few races. Last season I was commentating from Singapore onwards, and it was a very good experience, I must say. I don't think I haven't commentated Russia. I don't think I did Russia. I don't know. But anyway, enough about last season. Let's concentrate on this season. More battles starting to emerge here as we go on to the 10 laps to go mark. Let's see, Adam Dude then. He is not close to Humperdinck, but Humperdinck is very close to Clenzo. Clenzo, I think, just holding on to P6. I think he might be having internet issues. I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully it's not affecting the drivers in any way. Look at this, Humperdinck. He's under pressure from Adam Dude. Can Adam Dude get P7 away from Humperdinck? I don't think this is what Humperdinck was expecting. Look at this, Adam Dude. I think he's definitely one of the contenders for driver of the day, because he's been producing some stellar performances. He did very well last season when he was moved up from F2 to F1 from the start of Japan. I mean, he got a few podiums. I think he got one podium last season. So Adam Dude is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I'm sure he would like to be higher up at the moment, but I guess he's happy where he is at the moment, battling lots of great people. And we do have Antoine and Bobbers fighting once again. So let's just jump to the front, because I know some of you guys would want to see the battle for the front a little bit more. So let's see as Antoine, he's going to get the move on Bobbers this time, just like Bobbers did 3 or 4 laps ago. But this time Antoine made the move stick. He had the power on, and Antoine is up into P3. He needs to stay clear of Bobbers now if he wants to maintain that P3. And I think Bobbers not challenging Antoine as of yet, because I know he wants to have a go at turn 10 and 11. But I haven't seen many. To be fair, I'm quite shocked. I haven't seen much overtakes around turns 10 and 11. I'm quite shocked. But maybe they overestimated a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see. John Evans says, I expected Dan to lap the whole field, so poor from here. Oh, God. But, you know, Jam Pancakes is doing a great job. I take no credit on that. He's done pretty decent. So, on his first proper season in F1, I think he should be pretty proud of himself at the moment. But this race so far is going to show that we're still going to have some great rivals to come for the rest of the season. I mean, this is crazy. As Bobbers, he's 3 tenths behind Antoine now. These guys are not giving up. I mean, I thought Bobbers would give up by now, but he's absolutely pushing it. I think these two definitely contenders for driver of the day, as well as Adam Dude. But we'll see what Bobbers could do at this corner. Nope. He's not going to have a go now, because he's worried that Antoine would be on the defensive. But again, we'll have to wait and see. And to be fair, on this game, around Bahrain, the Renault is the best looking car. Just look at it. Just look at it. It's amazing. I mean, it just looks great on night races. Absolutely brilliant. So, I just love the look of it. But anyway, enough about liveries. I do not want to talk about liveries. It's a race, not a livery show. But anyway, we have got Bobbers versus Antoine. Oh, Antoine has broke the DRS. This is crucial for Antoine. He needs to stay clear of Bobbers and break that DRS, and he's did that perfectly. But Bobbers is coming back at him, so Bobbers only needs to gain 16,000 of a second. I mean, I'm sure his Jeff must have told him to push to try and stay clear of the DRS, because you know the DRS is very powerful here. So Antoine, he'll be pretty happy with that. I think he can gain a few more seconds. I mean, this is really great stuff from VSR Antoine. Don't forget, he's a returning driver of AOR, and this is a brilliant race from him so far. Have we got any more battles coming? We've got Clenzo on Adam Dude once again, so let's just follow them. I thought Clenzo was gonna make the move there, but I don't think he was going to try for the move. And I wonder if we'll see anyone challenge Jam Pancakes for the fastest lap. It's gonna be a tall order for them to do it, but anything can happen, as I said, later on in the stream. So, approaching turns 10 and 11. I'm losing count on how many rounds this is of this amazing battle. Humperdinck, he's got to claw back somehow. A few people may want to check the penalties, but I'm not looking at the penalties. I want this to be a really nice surprise, because obviously when Dicer comes back next week for his first commentary, I'll get him to check the penalties, but for now I'll have to keep the stream running, and unless we get a request for a penalty check, but at the moment I'll just keep it a surprise for you guys, because I like a nice surprise so far. So at the moment, technically, we have one retirement of Flying Rosie because he's disconnected. But so far, apart from that, we've got no retirements. This is insane. Absolutely insane. So, could we see a change for the podium spots? Can we see a change for the top 6 or even the top 8? You got your final chances to get your predictions in, guys. And also let me know who you think has been your driver of the day. Who has been your standout performer out of all the 17 drivers who have been racing today. And I think Flying Rosie just wants some glory. And there he goes. Flying Rosie has just pitted onto the soft tyres. Wants a bit of glory, which is fair enough. I mean, your race is over and you want to go for fastest lap. Fair dues. So, you know, which is good. I have huge respect. If Rosie's still in this session, fair play to him. Because, you know, he's been having some issues. I think his result will still be allowed to stand. We'll have to wait and see. So, let's see how this battle can emerge pretty soon. We've got Anamdu right on the back of Christo. Anamdu could gain another position here. I mean, let's see how many positions Anamdu has gained this race. Let me get positions gained. There we go. My oh my, 7 positions. 7 positions gained for Mr. Anamdu. What? That's insane. There has been hardly any luck for the Haas drivers in the AOR leagues tonight. But here, they're doing very well. So, you know, if you want the Haas to do well, join the Xbox join Xbox One F1. You know, the Haas drivers are really giving it their all today. We could see a fight between Mercedes and Haas for the Constructors' Championship. I mean, or maybe Renault, Ferrari? I don't know. To be fair, there'll be a few people saying, oh, Jess, it's too early in the season to decide that. And to come to that conclusion. And to be fair, it is. But, yeah. Anyway. A few people want me to check penalties. I will check penalties. But at the moment, we still got a very intense battle, which I do not want to miss. So let's just follow that. So Clenso, is he going to get the move on Anamdu? Is Anamdu going to get the run on Christo? No, not quite. I think he's going to be in exactly the same position as he was on the final lap. Well, on the lap just gone, I mean. Nope, he's not going to get the move. But meanwhile, Amazing Pietro, they're coming at it into turn 4. Pietro, Toro Rosso around the outside then. Goes the Toro Rosso driver. We got the Williams as well, still going by side by side. I think the driver that I've seen battle in the S sections the most tonight is T10 Amazed. I mean, he's one of those drivers who really wants to take risks. So again, I am not really that surprised, to be fair. And he could come back at him at the moment. He's I can tell that T10 Amazed has got that straight line speed to compete. So he's going to try at least. Pietro kissing the curb like your favourite granny, like you always do. And Bobbers has gained a lot of time on Antoine. So maybe Antoine's made a mistake, or maybe Bobbers has picked up the pace a little bit there. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's jump on board with Bobbers actually, to see if he can gain time on Antoine. This is good that Bobbers is starting to come back actually. Let's see if he can come back on this corner. No, not at the moment. I mean, looking at when these guys actually pitted, Bobbers pitted on lap 50, 1 lap after Antoine. So if someone was going to have the advantage, that would be Bobbers. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Let me quickly check penalties. I'll just do a quick check. Jam Pancakes. And what a surprise! Jam Pancakes is squeaky clean, so that is good news. Ewan, he has got 1 penalty, a couple of warnings as well. Antoine, he has got 1 penalty And Bobbert, he has got only 2 warnings. I think Bobbert will be P2 after this. Christo, no penalties. Adam Dude, no penalties. Clenzo, no penalties, but we just 1 warning. Humperdinck has got 2 warnings. Titan Amaze has got no penalties. And Pietro has got no penalties. So quite a lot of people have got no penalties so far this race. And Connor Eddy, look at that. Connor Eddy going for the fastest lap points. Can Jam Pancakes respond? We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, the battle for 3rd place is still ongoing. Even though Bobberts would get 3rd place on track, if Bobberts just gains just 4 tenths, Bobberts will gain P2. That's all he needs to do. Gain another 4 tenths and then he'll get P2. I mean, that'll be one of his best results in the top tier to date. But Antoine on the defence, then we got Clenzo and Christo as well. Clenzo on the charge. Oh, where's Humperdinck come from? Where on earth has Humperdinck come from? He just came out of absolutely nowhere. He's got past Christo. He's in P7. I mean, he is now on the charge for Clenzo now again. Why did he not do that at the start, at the middle of this race where it mattered? A little bit of contact between the Mercedes and the Ferrari, but Humperdinck is back then. What do you expect anyway? He wants to gain another position. He wants to help his teammate out. I mean, this is the Luke we want to see on the charge, under the pressure at the moment. Can Christo come back at it? No, not quite. My oh my, I'm going to lose my breath at the moment. These last few laps has been absolutely insane. I mean, to be fair, I don't want this race to end. Can this just be a 100% race? Even though my voice is almost starting to die. And Bobberts, oh my god, Antoine made a huge mistake. Bobberts is going to get a massive straight line speed that he desperately needed. Bobberts is going to get P3. I mean, Bobberts needs to find another 1.5 seconds, but can Antoine come back at him? I mean, Bobberts, fair play to Bobberts. He did it when it counts. I think he saved the amount of fuel in ERS up until now, which I think is very, very crucial, because if you do that, that's going to put more pressure on your rival behind to do absolutely well. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Now, don't forget, I just like to point out, we've got a few of these drivers in this tier who've either competed in the Challenger Series or going to the Pro Draft for esports. We've got Antoine and Juman, both of those drivers going into the Pro Draft. Christo, oh, what's happened to Christo? Christo had an off. Has he got a puncher? No, he hasn't. Oh, he's struggling. Oh, he almost hit a maze there. Oh, my word. He might have a... Oh, he does have a puncher. Rear left, I think. It is impossible to tell with these graphics, but I don't know. Oh, my, oh, my. Yeah, it is a puncher. 19 laps on those hards. I mean, I was not expecting a puncher to go on 19 lap old hards. He must be pushing quite a lot then. This will make some of the other guys worried. So, Antoine has dropped on Bobberts. Bobberts has broken the DRS train. So at the moment, the top 3 will stay as it stands. And Humperdinck, that is more like it. Humperdinck has gained on Clenzo quite dramatically. And Pietro Matto, is also going to gain on Clenzo potentially. These guys have also got to worry about the fuel gauge as well. But you can't take the fat pretty soon. I'm going to talk about one driver pretty soon as well. But let's just watch for these guys as we see more battles. Oh, we lost one driver. Christo. I'm not surprised really. He had a puncher. What could have been? Pay respects to Christo in chat. But meanwhile, let's go on board with your race leader. He has led from start to finish. 11 seconds is the margin. Jam Pancakes wins in F1. It's his first race win in the top tier. Well done to him. Absolutely faultless. And a massive well done to Ewan. His first race in AOR. And he takes a really good, astonishing P2. I think you'll be happy with that. Bobbers takes one of his best results in the top tier in P3. Antoine in a P4. What could have been for him? But I'm sure he could have. I think surely he's going to come back next week. Adam Dude, I mean, surely, if you look at the positions gained, I mean, I'll have to give my driver of the day to Adam Dude. He's been faultless all race. So, I think joint driver of the day, it's tough between Jam Pancakes and Adam Dude, to be honest. But, personally, I'll have to give it to Adam Dude. I mean, but on Humperdinck on the final lap, my, Humperdinck almost gave me a heart attack. Humperdinck, please do not do this again. Only joking. I mean, great performance. We got Clenzo in 7th, Pietro 8th, LGS 9th. Amaze is going to be your final points finisher. And we've got Lynx in 11th. So he's going to just miss out on some points. But a great comeback from Lynx, to be fair, after his front wing damage. So well done to him. Left another good comeback as well in P12. So, you know, great stuff from him. But the star of the show has got to be to Jam Pancakes. He is going to be taking the lead of the Drivers' Championship. So we're about to get our podium sorted. And the champagne is about to come on for the Mercedes driver. It's Mercedes that won in real life. And it's Mercedes that has won in season 19 of Xbox One F1 Europe. So to be fair, it's been a fantastic race. I have enjoyed it. It's been great to be back commentating for AOR. I've missed it so much. So, you know, it is great. My voice definitely needs a rest after that race. Oh my word. To be fair, it was hard to catch a breath. Crazy. Anyway, we're about to get your results. So, Jam Pancakes takes the win with Ewan in P2. Bobbers in P3. Antoine in P4. Adam Dude from 13th on the grid to 5th place. He gets my driver of the day. Humperdinck in P6. Clenzo in 7th. Pietro, I will get his name right eventually, in P8. LGS in 9th. T10 Amazed rounds up your top 10. We got XR Links in 11th. Left in 12th. Flying Rosie in 13th. Raven 14th. Tribon 15th. Connor Eddy in 16th. And your only non-finisher for tonight's race is Christo. And surprisingly, no virtual safety cars and no safety cars. Wow. This is the first race in a while where there's been no virtual safety cars or safety cars. I'm quite shocked about that. I mean, that just goes to show the drivers around here in Xbox One have very high caliber. And I'm very much looking forward to next week. Now, speaking of next week and for the rest of the season, I haven't got the image loaded onto my OBS. Unfortunately, I can't show you the image, but I will show you the image next week for you. But I will tell you what rounds we've got coming up. And looking at the calendar for the rest of the season, we've got an absolutely almighty season coming up. So, we're also going to wait to see if any drivers are willing to be interviewed. So, I will wait for a couple more minutes. But whilst we do that, so we've got Belgium next week. We've got Silverstone on the 22nd of March. We've got Japan on the 29th of March. Monza on the 5th of April. COTA in the United States on the 19th of April. Shanghai International Circuit in China for the 26th of April. It won't be run on the 2020 season, but obviously in real life, obviously in the game, the coronavirus does not stop us, so we're still running China on the 26th of April. The 3rd of May in Australia. 10th of May, Hockenheim in Germany. 24th of May, Canada. 31st of May in Austria. And the final race will be in Brazil and Interlagos. And that will be a great championship finale, if I do say so myself. So that's just a rundown of the calendar. And I don't think we have anybody in the interview box. So what I'm going to do, I was invited to the Twitter chat earlier on. So I'm going to ask them if anyone is available for, well, especially the top 3 is available for interview. So I'm going to look on my Twitter to see. And no, I don't think we've got anyone on for interviews. So I'll get that sorted out for next week so we can get more people in the interview box. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a great stream. I missed this and I'm so looking forward to the Belgian Grand Prix next week. My new co-commentator Dicer will be with me next week and I'm excited to have him in the box. And he is very excited to commentate on some F1 action. He's been in the chat lurking tonight and I can safely say he's very excited as well. So you'll see him next week. From me, JessGames95, have a good evening everybody. And if there's an America stream, I'm not sure there's an America stream, but if there is, check that out later on this evening if you're still up then. But I've been JessGames95. Have a good rest of your evening and we will see you next week for the Belgium Grand Prix. Goodbye.